Runes. We'll begin with runes, and then I'm going to move to working with the Spellcaster's Tarot. Hi, Saggy. How's it going? You are a natural seeker. You've been a seeker before you stumbled into my channel, um, into my movement. I'm not turning you into a seeker. You being a seeker has led you here. Let's see what the runes have to say for you. Weird, the empty room. Gebo, which means gift in Gaelic. It's a very, very positive rune. And Fehu in the upright. My gosh. What have you done to deserve this incredible blessing? عايش ما يصير. Ow. Han. Ah. Took a big sip of a very hot tea. That's okay. It's tasty. It's tasty tea. Hot tea, but tasty. There's you know, um, there's a term spilling the tea or drinking the tea. Tea is considered an analogy to wisdom or to knowledge. So spilling the tea, spilling the knowledge, right? Drinking the tea, it's drinking the teachings. It's something that in Buddhism is utilized. And Kung Fu actually means tea, drinking tea. Like it's doing something in a perfect way, which I did not set a good example for because I took a very big sip all too fast. Maybe it has to do with you taking a very big sip very fast of some hot teaching, like some sizzling hot spicy teaching that is a little bit overwhelming to the system, but it's okay. You can do it. I've handled, but maybe the next sip could be a little, blow on it a little bit before. Okay. Anyway, what have you done to deserve this blessed tea here with Weird, Gebo, and Fehu? This is a blessed reward for something seemingly not to do with you, but has everything to do with you because it is given to you based on the merit of your good karma, your dharma, your actions, your spirit. So if it has arrived or about to arrive, just be happy and grateful and enjoy it. Most importantly, enjoy it. Enjoy the tea. Don't wait until the tea is too cold because you're worried you'll drink it too hot. Just, figure out the balance. I'm going to do the animal spirit later instead of first. I'm going to move straight to the tarot. Okay. Message for Saggy. Sun, moon, rising, intuitively guided. Cross watchers. Oh, no judgments. Only welcomed here. Unless you're an ass. Just kidding. You can be an ass and be here. Who am I fooling? I have no control over who's watching this. Like, this is not like social media where you can block people. You watch it, you watch it. Oh. You watch it, you watch it. Watch it. Page of Swords in the reverse. Literally watch it. Someone has a lot to say. It's nonsensical. Or maybe they're not saying anything. So it can go in either extreme direction with the reverse Page of Swords, either so many words or no words. But they don't do any service. And maybe it's not words, maybe it's your thoughts, maybe it's your ideas. that are currently not doing you service. Now, this could be someone outside of you chatting. Page of Swords can be, in the reverse, can be gossipy. Maybe someone is gossiping. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Though, a side important note to that, that's how evil grows. When you ignore its existence, we're like, I can't see you, I can't hear you, and then it's like nothing stops it. Who's there to stop it? Einstein said that the world will not be ruined by those who do evil, but by those who stand aside and do nothing about it. So maybe shut it up. Maybe if people are gossiping and slandering and saying nonsense, just shut them up. Just be like, that's not true. Why are you saying that? That's gossip. That's slander. Oh, no, 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 no. It's just out of care and concern. That's why we're sitting here day in, day out, talking when the person is not in the room and doesn't have an opportunity to answer back or defend themselves or give their perspective. Yeah, yeah. That's not gossip, that's care. Said every gossiper in the history of gossip. Said every hen in the history of hens. Aye. Six of Pentacles. So you have an opportunity to bring balance to a situation without using too many words, actually. It's by where you direct your focus. Right? So let's say you're dealing with gossipers. If you get up and leave the room and you don't listen, if you say that's gossiping, and you don't even bother to explain or break it down, just get up and you leave, and you're like, I don't want to be a part of this. And then you go and give attention to the person that is being gossiped about in front of them, right? Actually, okay, I was in a just a fun share. I was that this reminds me of. I was in a reality show like a really long time ago back in Israel, and it was like a Big Brother style where you're a group of people in a house and you have tons of cameras everywhere, and it's a reality show and everybody's watching. And I came already with an inherent allergy to gossip. I cannot stand that shit. It's just that's my pet peeve. That's my allergy. People who sit and gossip. You can't say it to someone's face. Shut the fuck up. If I say something, trust that I'm able to say it to the person's face. Or maybe I already have. Likely. Okay. So whenever I would sit with like a group of people, and that's all we had to do, basically sit and chat in the dining room, in the yard, and whatever we were doing. And they started gossiping about another member of the group of the household in the reality show. I would just get up and leave. I would just get up and go and do something else. Usually, if that person was available, I would go and sit with them, talk to them. And that was a statement on my case. Now, I didn't think anybody even notices or cares. I just did it from a place of my personal, you know, indignation, you want to call it. But later on, I was voted, it turned out, I found out when I left that villa that I was voted audience favorite. And one of the reasons when people were asked was that I just wouldn't partake in gossip. And it always seemed like every time I'm a part of an environment that talks about someone, I would just get up and go hang out with that person. So I felt like after that I was like, wow, I feel like that's maybe a metonymy to the universe, right? So when you're doing something where you think no one is watching, you do it because you believe it's right. You do it because it's true. You do it because you would like someone else to do that for you if it was the other way around. And you think no one is watching and you think there's no reward in it, which is fine because you're not doing it for the reward, but somehow the universe the big brother is watching, right? The big brother is watching. And in the case of the universe, it's not a dystopian big brother. It is a loving older sibling that delivers reward for good behavior, you want to call it. Okay. I don't like the term good behavior, but you get what I mean. Karma. That was a very hefty way of being like, karma's watching, karma has been watching, and you're on its good side. It's been watching and you're on its good side, whether you know it or not. But here you're called to act on your values. You don't want to explain, that's fine. It's up to you, it's up to the circumstances. I don't know, right? Depending on the conditions. But act, and don't be shy or secretive about it. Just do it. Don't be performative in whatever, but just be it. Just do it. Sorry, I want to fix my bangs for a second so it doesn't drive me nuts. It's already driving me nuts, but it's okay. There we go. Sip of tea. This time I'll take a really small one. A small sip of tea. Yum. Show me more. Saggy, please. You guys are like, which show was that? What was it called? Can I Google you? You won't find it. And that's good. Not because there was I mean, I had a lot of fun there. It was really awesome, actually. But yeah, it was all in Hebrew. You can't Google it if you can't speak Hebrew. And you don't know the name of the show. Don't you big brother me. Ace of Cups. Okay. So you're going from faith and from the heart instead of the overly brainwashed, um, overly indoctrinated mind. You're letting it all go. You're just dropping it. You're dropping the indoctrination to whatever level it applies to you. You're dropping the I don't know, the TikTok echo chamber. If you think that's not indoctrination, I don't know how to help you. Trying, stick around. Maybe I'll succeed. Um, we indoctrinate ourselves by our ideas that serve to remind us what great people we are. Right? The mind is very skilled at putting you on the right side. Very skilled. It's an aspect of survival of the psyche. But you manage somehow to let that go and be the light version, the high frequency version, the um, awakened version of Sagittarius. And every sign has that polarity, that duality of light versus shadow. Okay. So there you are. And that works. And that invites something into your life. What does it invite into Sagittarius' life? A Queen of Wands and Hierophant. So, a devoted, committed ally. Someone that you will that will stand beside you thick and thin, right? That will speak up for you, that will show up for you, that will stand up for you when you're not in the room. Because when you do that for others, suddenly someone does it for you. And the reason I'm saying committed and devoted is the Hierophant here. This is a very traditional way of it's a traditional form of dynamic, right, of relationship. It's not the surface level, ever changing, adventurous. One day you're with this person, one day you're with that person, one day this is your best friend, the next day this is your best friend. It's the old school bestie, okay? Um, and specifically the Queen of Wands, this is not someone that it's not an energy that commits easy, right? This is an energy you really want to impress in order for them to express such loyalty and devotion. This is a very free spirit. This is a very adventurous, independent leader, charismatic, um, trailblazer. That's what the Queen of Wands is, and very creative and very open-minded, and um, goes after life, right? And for them to stick through you like that, to stick by you like that, that's earned respect. Show us more, please, for Saggy. Beautiful seekers, seers, shifters. There will be a sequel for this, by the way. I'll pull more runes, more tarot, more animal spirit. So if you resonate with this and you want to dive deeper, you will be able to. Just up to you. And it will be available on Patreon for separate purchase, and it will be available right here for channel members on tier shifter and above, where you'll have all the sequels for unlimited streaming. I Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Dun dun dun. Did you like my dramatic effects? Okay. I see jealousy and retribution. I see some people not gonna like because okay, when you do the right thing, the person next to you that wasn't doing the right thing gets their actions get amplified in relation to your actions, right? It kind of puts a light on the fact that they were doing the opposite. And if you had done nothing, said nothing, acted upon it, maybe it will just, kind of fly and no one would even notice. But because you did something polar to it and pulled that energy from where it was, people noticed. And they talk about that too, except that now the person who's been the talker uh, is the topic of the conversation. So the person who did the gossiping now is going to become the topic of the and they can't claim that people are gossiping about them because well they're just talking about them from a place of care. Is that me expressing the energy of uh, what you call it, gloating? Sorry about that. Supposed to be more evolved. Anyway, so from there's a little bit of drama that strikes, and then people kind of pulling a, I don't know, doing some drama, pulling a tantrum. It's a way to deflect. It's a way of deflection. So, but it's going to be a really intense type of deflection. They'll demand someone to leave, or they will leave themselves, but make like a fuss out of it, like make a big show. It's like it's leaving and slamming the door, right? It's leaving, it's yelling at everybody, slamming the door, and be like, "I'll sue," something like that. Okay, that's fine. It's called the Swan Song. I'm shuffling, my friends. Imagine if you had been here and we would be having coffee or tea, and I would be, giving you a tarot reading. Would you be rushing me as I was shuffling? Take it as an opportunity to practice your mind out of the TikTok realm, where the attention span is very, very short, and we're unable to breathe through a natural process. That's why I never edit my videos. I let silence, I let sneezing, I let choking on my tea, you know, I let it all, I keep it all in. A, because it's entertaining. B, because it reminds you that I'm human. And C, because it's just, it really fucks up the brains of people when things are cut so quick and we seemingly speak so fast. Some people have that talent to speak very, 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 very fast. Ben Shapiro, it's like the man doesn't take a breath. But most of us, we breathe between words. And when we make people, viewers, get used to not hearing us take a breath, it kind of changes the brain's expectations. We become impatient in regular, normal human conversation. When we stand in line, when we meet someone new, it's like we become impatient. We just want people to get on with it. Get on with what? Get on where? So I don't just kind of sharing. I really care about what I do here. Like I find I am so honored that you're here and that you're listening to me. And I want to honor that. I want to give you the best. I don't want to serve you in a way that pleases your current brainwash based on, we are all products of our time. And if I think that that's something that society is currently dealing with and struggling with, I don't want to support that. Certainly not in my work that presumes to help. So you'll see me on shorts, for example, of course, or on Instagram, I'll be editing things because it's just part of the format and you have to do it that way. But here on YouTube, where I get to breathe and you get to breathe with me, I want to cherish that. Okay. I want you to have this ongoing reminder of what is human in a world that is becoming more and more AI. Okay. So sorry, back to the reading. I mean, that's part of the reading, I guess. That's part of the messages. Show us further, a little further, please, for Sag. Oh my gosh. Wow. King and Queen of Cups. Okay, so there's a duo here. Could be a couple, a romantic couple, very likely even because it's a suit of cups. But it could be partners, it could be co-workers, it could be besties, it could be teacher students, it could be any sort of parent. No, it's not parent child. It's more equal, actually. Some sort of an equal partnership. Um, and these two people, they're definitely together. We have the Ace of Cups here and the Page of Cups. This might be a family. They might have a child even. Um, this could be your parents, Sag. This could be your child and their spouse. This could be two friends of yours, and this could be you and your partner. But no, it's like it's two people that are teamed up. They're teamed up. What's their deal? It's like I'm having a hard time reading that. Seven of Cups. As I say, I'm having a hard time reading them because they're very good at building a narrative, creating a story um, that suits whatever they need. Um, and they play on the strings of emotion and of the heart, right? Or faith. Suit of Cups can also be faith. We have the Hierophant here. This could be a belief system, like two leaders in a belief system, or a couple that is very religious. Okay, so there's something with strong religious or faith or emotional indignation, but it sells a story. There's delusion here. There's mist. There's fog. Things are not as they seem. There are deeper undercurrents here that definitely to do with this Page of Swords in the reverse. Um, so maybe they're selling an illusion, or maybe they themselves are under that illusion. It's not, they could be really influenced with something, and then in turn they pass it along, right? The sun. And oof, okay, well, whoa, we'll take all of it. And then after the sun, we have Six of Wands, Strength, Magician, and Judgment. And look at the imagery. Look at this. Beautiful. Um, you have been, you are about to unlock. Okay, once you're going to see through something, Saggy, that you have not seen prior, it's going to serve as a consciousness domino effect. Okay, one recognition leads to the other, one realization leads to the other, and it creates a level of. First of all, I see you placed in a leadership position of some sort. And I think the universe supports that. That might be the gift. It's um, like, okay, Saji, you've proven to not fall prey to gossip, or you have not abused your power, or you have seen through some sort of facade or some sort of illusion. So this could be a person rewarding you in a position to do so, or this could be the universe placing you in a position because because you proved trustworthy, so the universe trusts you in that position more. And that it's just like a simultaneous. Someone else had a very similar reading. I don't remember who. Could be Scorpio. Watch Scorpio. Um, so this unlocks powers that you have from other lives, from reincarnations. Okay, we all develop skill sets and talents in different lives. We gain expertise, experiences, and then we forget. But it's still there, dormant in our DNA. Could be ancestral, could be just the journey of your soul. But all these gifts in our physical construct. And it's just waking up because you're placed in a position to play those. And you wake up and then you wake up. Okay, you wake up by something, you become aware of something, and then in turn you wake others up. And it's this like a wave that turns into a tsunami. It grows, but it's a positive one, right? It's not the kind that drowns you. And there's also some painful process here because this you see the snake here and he's shedding his skin, right? And look at this imagery. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh, eh. Oh my, oh, this is eerie. It, it was hot tea. Okay, you're sipping the hot tea, and that spurs you to awakening. And the universe has orchestrated this. Has orchestrated this. Has orchestrated this reading. Okay, I'm going to continue this. I'm just gonna pull more. I'm gonna pull more and then continue this, and we'll see. We'll see what. Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm so sorry. I forgot. Let's pull animal spirit. Just one or two to kind of conclude for anyone who wants to, uh, who's not gonna continue with us to the sequel, and then in the sequel we'll pull more, and it will be for anyone who continues to the sequel. Okay, so just one more animal spirit for my seekers, for all my seekers watching. Rise, baby, rise. You're birthed from a flame. You're literally growing wings. Um, there's also something else happening here. I will mention it in the sequel. Stay magic, stay true, stay free. If you're new and you've lasted this far, you're part of this shift. So subscribe. I love you. Bye for now.